Hey, good day, good day, good day, good day, good day. Thank you for joining me. Just in case you're joining me for the very first time, I'm your host, the one they call Brian Glaze Gibbs, and this is my ministry. What I do is I talk about the good, I talk about the bad, I talk about the ugly. But most importantly, what I do is I'm seeking to use my story, my life experience, and hoping it can reach somebody that's out there, that's at risk, that's a lost soul, that in a tough spot that they don't know whether to go left or whether to go right. Hoping they can listen to the words that come out of my mouth and it can stop them from picking up that brick, throwing at that prison wall for absolutely nothing. Today, what I'm gonna talk about is this. I'm gonna talk about Leslie Caldwell. You know, her birthday is August 31st. Happy belated birthday, Leslie. Right now, I first met Leslie back in, 89. Back in 89, I got arrested and extradited back to New York in 88. And I met Leslie like right now in the early part of 89. And right now Leslie was the lead prosecutor at the time of our case, Operation Horse Collar. It was her and this guy named Ian Belkin, but she became the lead prosecutor. She prosecuted me, Pappy, Cat, Prince, a bunch of other people, whatever. And to me, like right now is like, you know, as time went on, like she came up in two totally different area. Like she came up in the royal area of Pennsylvania. And she was a big fan of Mario Lemieux of the Pittsburgh Penguins. And why she loved him so much, because he was a big dude and he was playing a physical sport, hockey. And right now people used to check him, elbow him, like, you know, punch him in the face and whatever. And basically right now he used to like turn the other cheek, or used to be like, okay, I'm not gonna fight you that way. I'm here to play a game and I'm gonna win the game. He used to beat them with his intelligence. And to me, like, I hated that, because once again, you slap me, I'm gonna slap you back. You know, what's that song called? Slap me, I'm gonna slap you back. But because that's the way we was brought up. So me, Brooklyn cat, growing up in the concrete jungle. And right now, my team was the New York Knicks. If you drive through that hole for a layup, back then, no guys were gonna knock you down to the ground. It's like it's supposed to be basketball, but they was playing football, tackling the man with the ball. So two different people. You know what I'm saying? Leslie, Brian Gibbs. We grew up in two totally different worlds. Now, we got the opportunity to meet. And the difference is right now is, you know, first impression is the last one. Only thing she know about me is everything that other people's telling her, okay? Even when she cut a deal with me in Brooklyn and Queens, like the homicide detective, they tell her, how in the heck you made a deal with this guy? This guy had one murder a week for a year and a half. So here it is, like, even when she coming at me, hold on, wait a minute here. I know what I did and what I didn't do. And a lot of times people, because you got a bad name or bad reputation, what happened is, what they was trying to do is, they was trying to give me every unsolved murder that was in Brooklyn and Queens at the time. And you know what, listen, I'm not the smartest, but I'm not the dumbest. And I'm not gonna let them use me as a scapegoat. So what wound up happening is, even right now as time go on, and she got a chance and opportunity to basically like see what type of person I was. Because once again, everybody looked at me as a monster. They looked at me as a monster. You know, here it is right now is what? I'm 24, career criminal. Right now, got 4 felony, got these murder charges. How many murder charges? Got charged with like, 5 murders, 2 attempt murder, 21 USC 848, 846, 848, continual criminal enterprise, CCE, right now. So they looking at all that. This guy's a monster. This guy's an animal. They got 1,100 hours of wiretap tape against me. But yet and still, regardless, like, we had to meet up. And she had to get to know me, I had to get to know her. And you know what? It's like as time went on, I think the biggest impact on them is when my mother died. And they seen, as far as right now, is the change and how much her death affected me. But anyway, like, what wound up happening is, like I told you, when I got sentenced in February 1992, right now, she gave me a heck of a 5K1 letter, okay? And in that letter is 8-page. So that's why I say, even right now, I watch. Like, you know, my brother showed a bunch of documents. Like, he got pages. That's from my manuscript, my book, Beyond Lucky. Anybody that interested in buying the Brian Glaze Gibbs story, Beyond Lucky, a true story of crack money, murder, and redemption, email me at Brian, Brian, Gibbs, Gibbs 1201 at yahoo.com. Get your signed copy, and right now I will throw in Straight from the Street Volume 1 or Straight from the Street Volume 2 for free. But anyway, right now where it's like she gave me a 8-page letter, despite I never testified, never went in front of the grand jury or anything. And like you listen to some of these guys that, with my brother, like, he got on a platform and they start talking about different things or whatever. You got this one guy, saying what, Michael Smith pies, okay? The difference is right now, he mad at me. Why he mad at me? Because he made a deal. And the deal, he kept coming down. He had 25 to life for murder that he had, with him and D. That was D Flunky. He kept coming down to make a deal. And right now, finally, the feds say, look, man, we can give you a deal. But the difference is we can't touch your 25 to life sentence that you got with the state. Only person can do something with that is the New York governor. Only thing we can do is move you from the state facility and put you in the feds. But you're still going to have to do that 25 life. And see, why would he make a deal? Even Pies did something else. He told him, yo, look, I can solve the parole officer, the Bryant Rooney murder. Okay, cool. So the difference, he came down and he told him that Jughead, a boss, bragged to him, a flunky, about killing a parole officer. Why would he do something like that? Keep in mind, Jug was a boss. Pies was a flunky. The difference is, and then they used to mess with the same girl in Brownsville named Tanya. So here it is, I'm listening to him talking about he pulled out a gun on me twice, in the same period, over a girl, over my wife. Come on, man. The bottom line is you was a drug addict. With no chip, like Nas say, with no chip, your drawers is still on your hip. Yeah, you know who you can get and who you can't get. So don't get me wrong. I fantasize about having a relationship with a lot of different pretty girls that I couldn't have when I was away. You know how you did 25 years. So I know you beat your wee-wee unconscious for 25 years. But in the same token, there's nothing wrong with having imagination. There's nothing wrong with fantasizing. And you know what? Then you got another cat, with a big cut on his face. Come on, man. Help me out. Like, you don't know me. You chase me out of Flatbush. Chase me out of Flatbush when? I'm just confused. Here it is right now. What, you was like 5 years old on a big wheel and you saw me. You had snot in your nose with a Depends on with a bunch of dookie in there, smelling like you want to be alone. And you came and you chased me out of somewhere. Let's get real, man. Like I told you right now, bro, listen, man, take care of that individual that cut you across your face. Don't come at me like that, man. You don't know me. You know what I'm saying? And then anybody like gonna come at me, especially like my brother. You sat with me on August 31st when we went up there for Cypress Day. You remember we went up there for Cypress Day? We went up there, we had a good time at Cypress Day. We did a speaking engagement. You joined in with me. I did a speaking engagement at Bethania Baptist Church. Okay, we did a speaking engagement. You joined in with me. And you went with me to meet with Leslie Caldwell, the lead prosecutor. Okay, you met with her, with me, on her birthday, August 31st, 2010. Okay, I'm gonna put the picture up with this video to show right now when we was up there. Okay, and what happened? Here it is, what she was talking about. She's talking about what I need to do because I was telling her about my ministry and the things that I was trying to do and the direction I was trying to go in. You asking a question, you digging in. This is the same woman that prosecuted Pappy, Cat. You know what I'm saying? Cat pled guilty and made a deal. She prosecuted Prince and a bunch of other people. But yet and still, I watch you on other platforms. Oh, I hate rats. Oh, but you made a deal. But you don't want to tell nobody that. Come on, bro. See, the difference is right now, in order to be honest with anybody else, attempt to be honest with yourself. Like to me, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. You can get all these individuals, they can say what they want to say. If you listen, you go back and do your homework. Like I said, I don't have to say anything about me. You know what I'm saying? Here it is. I got an interview with Sammy the Bull. I heard about you. Right now, your name speaks for itself. You was a tough guy. I don't have to say nothing. Mike Tyson, what'd he say? Oh, yeah, man. I know Glaze. We know Tut. Okay? No, I don't hear nothing about you, man. But what difference does it make? What did it accomplish? Like you say, I didn't make no money. You right. You was in jail when I was out there. And you right. You made all the money in the world. You had all the cars. You had all the jewelry. You had all the clothes. I didn't have nothing. What do we got now? What do we have now? See, that's the difference. You know what I have now? I'm free and I have a peace of mind. What do you have? But the difference is right now, what you need to do is right now is, man, let's get it together before it's too late, man. Stop. You got all these dudes call themselves beating up your little brother. So that's what it takes. You got to go from different places. We out here. Out where, man? Out where? You know what I'm saying? Let's stop this madness, man. What I'm trying to say right now, tell everybody about the deal that you made when you drove up there from Moscone, South Carolina. No handcuff, no charge. You know what I'm saying? What you told them? You want a new name like my brother? Okay, you want the house paid for? okay? You don't want to do no jail time, and you want a gated fence with cameras. What they told you? They say, no, don't worry about it. We're not going to charge you. We're not going to give you nothing else, but we're not going to charge you. We're not going to even reimburse you for the gas that you use to drive up there from Moscone, South Carolina to the Eastern District of New York and spill your guts. Okay? You're a good boy. Okay? You can go home now. All right? What happened? Do you forget that? Come on, I didn't. August 31st, 2010, you was with me. We went to a seafood place to celebrate Leslie R. Caldwell's birthday. So let everybody know about that, man. But once again, folks, listen, hit that like button, hit subscribe. It's not about that. Just like I said right now, it's not about where we've been, it's where we at now and what we're trying to do. If we're not trying to help these young kids to stop that madness and get them away from that negative and nonsense, guess what? We all wasting our time. Hey, listen, folks, peace, love, and prosperity. Thank you for joining me.